Hello and welcome to Beauty and Chronic Pain. I'm Becky. Tonight's video is going to be about skincare. Let's jump right in with skincare. So first, when I take off my makeup, I use Pampers or any Johnson's baby wipes. Sometimes I use proper cleansing wipes to do my face. You know, the one with the micellar water in. Did they bring them in here? Nope, I forgot because I have a brain like a sieve. Anyway, so after I use those, I always use a proper face cleanser. I have different ones that I rotate depending on my mood or what I feel my skin needs. First of all, I'm going to talk about my brush. Now, it's a Clarisonic Mia face brush. Mini. It's a cute, I'd say that's a light blue colour. Sometimes it looks a little green. And yeah, so you just put your cleanser on the brush head. I always wet it a little bit. I'm not sure if you're supposed to rinse it. And then just use circular motions and press the button. And it cleanses your face. You just go around, do the whole face, including the nose. Don't take it too close under the eye, and I don't do my mouth with it for obvious reasons. And then you rinse it, put it to dry, and then later I put the lid on. I always keep the lid on when I'm not using it and it's dry, to be as hygienic as possible. I haven't got different heads yet. I really want to get an exfoliating one. The reason I use a Clarisonic is it's meant to be for deeper cleansing. Like, it's meant to be better at cleansing your face. I think it's 7 times better than using your fingers alone or even a flannel. The other cleansers I use are this one by Murad. You can see that. It is part of the anti-aging range, but I use it anyway. It's AHA BHA Exfoliating Cleanser. So those are acids, and this has a blend of 3. Salicylic, lactic and glycolic acids. These are good for sort of resurfacing the skin. Salicylic is especially good for acne or acne prone skin, and it'll get rid of like any dullness, dryness, and it doesn't irritate my skin. And my skin is oily / normal. I got obviously oilier in the T-zone, and then my cheeks and stuff are a little oily but more just normal. I only have dry patches occasionally when I've picked a spot, as you do. And you can use this day and night. Oh yeah, it says on here to use this one with a damp skin, and then you pat dry with a face towel, not any regular towel, a special face one. And but sometimes I put that onto my Clarisonic, so when it's really deep, especially as my Clarisonic isn't got an exfoliating head. Now with the acids, you have to use sunblock during the day because the acids, obviously, it strips away a little bit of skin, and it makes your skin more prone to UV damage. Another thing I like to use on my face for exfoliating is by Dr. Spiller. These are both high-end products. I got the Murad one though in a beauty subscription box, of course, but this one I bought separately from Amazon. I find it kind of difficult to find this anywhere in the UK online. I think I was also trying to find like if they had a smaller one or this was the only size they did. This is professional use only, and I'm obviously not professional, but shh, they don't know that. So another cleanser I like is this cream cleanser by the company Be Good. Ooh, let's get that focused. So that is a 2-in-1 cream cleanser with honey and something called Propolis. It feels really creamy on your face, very rich, which is a good thing. I use a muslin cloth or just the soft part of my flannel to get this off my face. Using your fingers, it will take 5 ever. Not 4 ever, 5 ever, it's that long. You're supposed to massage this into dry skin as well. It's got, the Propolis is known for its antibacterial qualities, so that's great. I just like the way it feels, and it like cleanses your skin without making it feel dry after. I've got a little got a little box here of my products in, so I know exactly which ones I'm talking about. I'm going to try and do it in order. Another recent favourite is Elemis one. This came in a beauty box, but I love Elemis products anyway. I think there might be a little bit too much light glaring on it. But yeah, that's the Superfood facial wash. It's got prebiotics and it's a gel cleanser. Advanced skincare. It says it washes, the face wash revives and refreshes while deeply cleansing the skin. You could use this morning and evening, and I just use it whenever I feel like. But normally in the morning I try to exfoliate. Depends on how heavy my makeup's been as well, and if I've worn makeup, whether I do exfoliate in the evening. But it's important on days when I'm going out to try to use the exfoliator in the morning. Occasionally I don't have time because I wake up very last minute. Another cleanser I really like, got in a beauty subscription box, so it wasn't as expensive as if I'd bought it on its own, is by Eve Lom, and it's a cleanser, but it's very like cream cleanser. This one smells, it's really nice. Excuse that bang, it's my boyfriend doing something. Yeah, I don't know what that smells like, but it smells very nice and just like very natural, like natural products. It feels very gritty when you put it on your face. And you warm it up between your fingers and then you do circular motions. And you put it onto dry skin as well. You use a muslin cloth and hot water to get it off your face. That's what it looks like on the inside. I don't know if you can see that. I'm like halfway through this. Is there too much light? I hope not. But it's like, it's very, got little bits in, which isn't exfoliating those little bits, but I really like it. And again, it's something that doesn't dry out my skin. Does the Elemis one smell of anything? 1 second. Just like normal sort of shower gelish smells. The Dr. Spiller one, did I say that one was jojoba? I'm not sure. It's a jojoba peeling cream. Oh, that one smells really nice. But it just smells kind of like just regular sort of shampoo, shower gel smell. I guess it's supposed to smell of jojoba oil, but I wouldn't know what that smelled like if it smacked me in the face. That one doesn't smell like anything. I'm moving on to masks. So my favourite cream masks is the Dermalogica skin refining mask. This is actually technically expired. It's supposed to use it for only 2 years, and I've had this I think 3 years or 4. And it's very clarifying. It's recommended for people with very oily skin. So when I bought this, my skin was oilier than it is now. It's got kaolin and bentonite clays plus zinc oxide. Zinc oxide is great for anti-aging. What else is it good for? It's good for something. I think it's good for acne prone skin as well. So usually if you're oily skin, your skin is prone to acne. It's got something called mallow in it, which is a botanical, so it's some plant stuff. Arnica, which is natural, and cucumber to help soothe the skin. Watercress, lemon, and ivy, which revives dull skin, and it says contains no artificial fragrance or colours, so that's great. The That's more of a mid-range cleanser, which is probably why I've had it for so long, because I was like, I can't use too much of this, it's a bit expensive. I don't use many cream masks at the moment because I just use all the face washes. I feel they get deep enough, so I don't really need to use masks. I just don't like the fuss. I can't be bothered to, after I showered and washed my face in the shower, I can't be bothered to get out, do a mask, and then come back and rinse off my face. I'm usually too tired or occasionally have too much pain to do that. The next thing I want to talk about, oh no, hang on. I guess, wait, this is sort of, it's not really a mask. But I think it can slightly come into it. So this is by The Ordinary, which is a really, really inexpensive brand, like cheap, like £5 cheap, between £5 and £8. This is AHA 30% and 2% BHA peel-in solution. So it's kind of like the Murad one, and you just leave it on for 10 minutes. It's quite an acidic peel, so it says the pH is 3.6. It's quite high on the pH indicator, if you know anything about that from probably GCSE chemistry. So you use this after you've washed your face, you put it evenly, and it comes out very red on your skin. It looks like sort of a little bit like blood, and it's not watery, it's slightly thicker than water, but I wouldn't call it like a gel or anything like that. Somewhere sort of in between the two. And then you just rinse it off. I put it down my neck as well, like it says, just with my fingertips, and then I wash it off and massage it off either with my hands or more than likely with a flannel. The next one is toners, and I use the Nip+Fab one. I'm all about glycolic and just acids in general, because it's supposed to be very anti-aging, you know, slough off that dead skin and reveal that baby soft beauty. This is 6%, so it's quite extreme. I think I only use this one at night. I think that's what it says you're supposed to do. So yeah, it's got salicylic acid in it as well, which helps to unclog pores and aid exfoliation. Glycolic is a retexture and resurfacer. And then something called sorry, this is so small. Allantoin soothes and protects skin. So yeah, I just put that on a cotton pads, just put it all over my face and down my neck and my décolleté, which is this bit here. So you see like your collarbone, if you have a bone. Mine's not very prominent. So I just got hair everywhere. Yeah, and you don't wash that off obviously because you don't wash off toners. I also use this one by Pixi recently. This is a rose tonic, very nourishing. It's nowhere near as harsh as the glycolic ones. And it balances your pH, calms your skin, alcohol free. I'm pretty sure it does smell like rose. Yeah, slightly rose. Got a good rose scent to it. There's another acid I forgot to mention, also by The Ordinary. This one's just lactic acid and then hyaluronic acid, if you can see. I think this was pushing closer to £13, 13. This is quite high strength, and it's a superficial peel, so it's not going to go too deep, obviously, because you use it at home. Heavier would be like 30%, I think, and that's what pretty sure like real professionals use. So this also has a sunburn alert, so in the day you use sun protection. Another one that I recently discovered, this is a toning mist. This is a little differently. The Queen of Hungary edition from a Hungarian brand, which I'm going to try and pronounce. I think it's Omorovicza, I want to say, but I'm not sure. So apologies if anyone Hungarian ever watches this and they're like, ah, she just butchered it. It's 30 mils, beautiful scent. I think this is actually a little rose scented as well. Doesn't say on the bottle, I think it says online. They have this non-limited edition, which is just like a different colour. I don't know if the scent is different, but I really do like that. I'm going to be sad when that's empty because I think it's a bit pricey, which is why I've cut down on using that one. Also in skincare, talk about SPF. This is the only one I ever used on my face. I never used to put sunblock on my face because I wanted my face to get darker, but now I'm more thinking about, now they've hit 30, more about anti-aging. So this is an anti-aging one as well. This is actually for very sensitive skin, and this just came in a subscription box, of course. This is by UltraSun. I don't know if you saw that. UltraSun is SPF 30. And SPF 30 is actually the minimum you should use on your face, because I think under that does nothing. Or it just doesn't last anywhere near as long. There's a rule for like how long you're supposed to reapply is based on the SPF. So if it's SPF 30, you should reapply it every 30 minutes. I'm not sure how true that is, but I know you put all sun protection on at least 30 minutes before you plan to leave the house. So this has got antioxidants in it, restores moisture levels, it reduces the appearance of wrinkles. This is very lightweight. I wear this under my makeup and I don't have a problem with it. It's fine to use every day. You can use it on your décolleté or décolletage, pretty much the same thing, which is just this area, top part of your chest, and you can use it on your hands. There's no scent to it, and apparently it's water resistant, so that's great. Next I'm going to talk about eye creams. So I don't find under eye creams have done anything for me yet. I think, I just noticed that I'm getting panda eyes from this eyeliner. I haven't taken off my makeup yet. Yeah, I think eye creams are a bit of a scam. They do say one of the best things you can do is keep your under eyes hydrated. It's very delicate skin, so you can't just use any face cream, it should be eye cream. Some eye creams are heavier than others, so if you can find one that's lightweight, that will be the best for your eyes. But I've got, I don't know if you can see, let's go close, I've got lines under my eyes. I'm not sure if I guess they're fine lines. And to be honest, as I've gained weight, I've noticed that I guess my cheeks are fatter now, so it's affecting, it pushes out the eye a little more. When I smile, it pushes my eyes out, so I think that's what it's from. Apparently the only real way to get rid of that is having fillers injected in via your tear duct, and I can't afford that. I don't like the idea of needles going in my face. I hate needles. I've had them in my gums to have like teeth removed or whatever, or have fillings put in, and it's so painful. I'm like, not going near my eyes, but I might give in one day if I can ever afford that. So I use 2 different ones at the moment, just because they came with in a subscription box. Can you see that? This is a Clinique, upside down, Clinique Pep Start. It's actually orange, it looks yellow, I think. It's part of their Pep Start range. It just hydrates, I don't notice any of the differences. Then this one, another Dermalogica product. Dermalogica is really good, so I thought this one might do more, but it really doesn't. This says it's a multivitamin power firm. I bought this and I got a little set of like minis. I think it was from Look Fantastic or Feel Unique, one of the two. It says it combats lines around the delicate eye area. Powerful firming complex. I was religiously using this day and night for about 3 weeks and I saw no difference, so you liars. You know how to put this in around your eyes. What I do though is, most people, they tell you to just pat with your ring finger because that has the lightest touch. And you do it this way so that because you've got like lymph nodes and you flush it outwards, otherwise that way I guess congests. And to do that I use this nifty product, because sometimes I want more than my fingers, which is an under eye reviver. It's got a little ball that doesn't move. Apparently that's more hygienic that it doesn't move. And this is from Real Techniques. You can see that. It's fabulous. And it's like always a little bit cold. You can make it more cold obviously by sticking it in the fridge, which I think I have done, especially now that it's hotter. Oh yeah, another eye product actually is Hylamide SubQ Eyes, an advanced serum. I had really high hopes for this. This didn't do much either, but I think I was a little less consistent. This is by the Abnormal Beauty company, who also do the Ordinary product. So this is this company is like, it's the Ordinary, and then there's Deciem, which I think Deciem and the Abnormal company are sort of the same thing. And then it's like subgroups. It's really complicated. Look on their website, it'll explain better than I can. And then Hylamide is like, I think it's like the parent company is the Abnormal company / Deciem. I think it has 2 names, if I'm understanding correctly. And then it's like, imagine it's like a flow chart. So you have the company Deciem, then they do the Ordinary, and then they do Hylamide, and then they do one called Niod and a few others, which apparently are all really great, but I've only used these 2. Yeah, it's the same stuff under eye. You work the same way as the others. I don't use that many serums because mostly they don't come that much in any beauty subscription box I use. I rarely get them, but I do have this one from Nip+Fab, which did the glycolic toner that I use. This is the Dragon's Blood Fix Plumping Serum. This one hydrates. And this is lightweight, because like some of them, obviously the glycolic one is more resurfacing and exfoliation. I think I used a different serum before this one, also from Nip+Fab, but can't remember what it was called. It's been a while since I used it. Anyway, that was decent. I also use retinoid products. This is for anti-aging. I use the Ordinary because it's so inexpensive. This says Granactive Retinoid 2% Emulsion. Previously it was called Advanced Retinoid 2%. This is my second bottle of this because retinoids are supposed to be really good for, can you see that? Supposed to be really good for anti-aging. I haven't noticed any difference really with my skin, but you know, I'm only 30, so I guess I'm not going to. You just use a small amount only in the afternoon as part of your regime, and you use it after water-based serums, but before you use heavier treatments. You can't use it with other retinoid products, so you use only 1 per night. So retinoid is exactly the same as retinol, or Retin A is another name for it. There might be a slight difference between retinoid, but I'm pretty sure there's not. I'm just looking at this Nip+Fab one, trying to see if it says if it's water-based or not. I think it is, because water is the first ingredient. I know there's that rule. If it says water or aqua as the first ingredient, then it's the water-based product. So that's an interesting fact that I read somewhere and just never forgot. Alright, moving on to moisturisers. I use both creams and oils. This is one I find it's quite heavy. By guess again. Not guess again. Guess what again, basically? Yes, the Ordinary. This is 100% plant-derived squalene or squalene, which is surface hydration. It just means moisturiser, that squaley word. See if my phone will focus. Yes. So you just use a few drops daily or as needed to the entire face, again after water-based products because obviously it's more of an oil. That's really good, really heavy. It's good to use like heavy oils if your skin is oily at night, because in the next morning you're not as oily because your skin is like, oh, I'm oily, I don't need to produce as much oil. I also use the Dr. Botanicals. I think I got this as a free sample actually, 15 mils from their website. Moroccan Rose Superfood Facial Oil. So again, a lovely rose scented product. If you like rose, it's lovely. That focusing? Yes. So same thing, you just use a few drops. It's got essential oils in it and vitamins, botanical extracts for a brighter, even skin tone. Good facial oil, not very heavy at all, so I can actually wear that one under my foundation. So I do my skincare in the morning after I've done the last step, which is moisturiser. I moisturise after I use sun protection, because I've just read online that's the order you do it. Then I wait 20 to 30 minutes at least, and then I do my primer and foundation, the rest of my makeup, because it has to have time to settle in. Otherwise, you're just putting it on like a very liquidy or moist basture, and it's just gonna like basture, moist or like overhydrated base, and then it will just slide around all your products and it won't sink in properly, and that will be a disaster. In the day, I like to use as well. So this is the best oil control moisturiser I've ever found. It's the only one that gets my nose under control. Again, by Murad. I think I bought this myself from Look Fantastic. This one didn't come in a beauty box. So just an oil control mattifier with an SPF 15. You apply liberally to face, neck and chest, or wherever you need it. If you're dry in some areas, then you don't want to use oil control, obviously. It won't clog your pores, so it's non-comedogenic. Hate saying it because I think I'm about and then I didn't stumble that time. It's got octane oxate, 7.5%, zinc oxide, good for acne, and N-solizole 1.0. I don't know what that is. It's an antioxidant defense, so that's great. I keep looking up at myself instead of looking at the actual camera lens. The joys of using the phone. What's my... Oh yeah, my 2 more moisturisers. This is a good one in the day as well if you don't want quite as heavy oil control. Like this is like medium level oil control, I'd say, and the Murad one is your face is going to be... I was going to say Sahara Desert dry, but it's not that bad. It is like the really drying, as in it takes out all the oils, but your face doesn't feel dry, as if like you'd have dry skin. So yeah, it's just a clean and clear one, which is really good for acne. Moisturizes your skin and prevents spots and blemishes, by Johnson & Johnson as well. That's the parent company. That's great. This is about my second one, I think. And last but not least is this product by Jojoba, which is high end. But I got this in a subscription box. This is expensive, if memory serves. Says Rose Moisture Plus with antioxidant complex moisturizing cream mask, a deeply hydrating and replenishing mask. So yes, another rose scented product. So with this, you're supposed to just use it as a mask. You just put it on your face, leave it for 10 minutes. You apply an even layer, of course, avoiding the eyes. And it says use weekly. And you gently press in any excess product after 10 minutes, or remove with a warm, damp cotton pad as desired. You could also use it overnight as a sleeping facial, so you wake up and your skin is hydrated and not as oily if you don't want to use an actual oil. most of the time I use this as an overnight mask because I want my skin to be more hydrated and not produce an oil the next day. One thing I didn't bring with me, but I'm going to quickly talk about, is I like using the Korean sheet masks. They're so fabulous. It's fun to put on. Your fingers get a bit wet occasionally, it could drip on you, so you've got to be careful of that. They're mostly inexpensive. Of course, you can get some more expensive ones. I find if you buy the ones from places like Boots, for example, I think it's the Nails Ink one, they're like £5 each, but if you buy a proper Korean one, South Korean one, they are cheaper than that individually. I tend to buy mine in bulk. I get some from ASOS and I get some from Amazon. You can get really cool ones. They have like snail serum in it, and all of these most are just for hydrating your skin. So my favourite ones is by a company called OK, and that's spelled OH and then separate word, just the letter K and then an apostrophe. Those are great. I know Etude House do some really good ones. I'll put the names in the description box below if you want to find them, which I recommend because they're great. You get some that have like silly cartoon faces, so you put it on and it's like, haha, I look like a monkey, or I'm a giraffe, whatever. Panda ones are really good, but I'll probably do a separate video on South Korean skincare so I can fit all of those in. I just try not to do such a long video. So just over the 30-minute mark at the moment, I'm going to sign off and get this face ready for bed. And don't think I've forgotten any products just looking at my table, so I'm going to happily sign off there. So thank you for joining me. I've been Becky, and this is Beauty and Chronic Pain. Join me again next time. Bye!